Hey everybody, how are you? It's Peter again for MLB Trade Rumors and Discussions. It's Monday, January 27th, 2020. Thank you for bearing with me with my Kobe Bryant video. I appreciate it. And again, all the respect to his family and prayers. Let's jump into baseball and let's talk about what I spoke about yesterday. I mentioned yesterday Nicholas Castellanos as a possibility to go to the Reds, right? There was a big rumor of him going to the Reds. This morning, he signs with the Reds. Okay? If you watched my videos for the last couple months, I was hoping for Nicholas Castellanos. This guy is going to destroy in Cincinnati. Okay? Not only that he's going to destroy, he will make everybody better around him. What is disappointing, especially for me and us Diamondback fans, are he only got $16 million a year. We could have got him for that. This is a huge mistake for Arizona. We could have got him. He would have destroyed in Arizona. Cincinnati now, I want you to take a look, and I'm just going to go really quick off the top of my head. I'm not sure how the lineup's going to go yet because they don't know if they're going to trade Senzel or what, but just giving you the meat of the order. Votto, Suarez, Moustakas, Aquino, Castellanos. These are 5 guys who are going to power. This is without Shogo, who they signed. Okay? This is without mentioning Winkler, who can kill righties. It's just frustrating. And let me tell you something. Freddie Galvis is a good shortstop. He can hit. So I'm mind boggled at why we couldn't get this guy. Who cares if he's not the best defender? Right? It doesn't matter. Neither was JD. Look what he did. Castellanos will hit 40 home runs in Cincinnati and bat 320 or 330. He's going to destroy, and I'm going to change my pick. The Reds will win the division. I don't know why we didn't get him. I know we were rumored. I'm just frustrated, and I love Calhoun. I thought Calhoun was a great move for Arizona, but if it was between those two, I mean, come on. It's frustrating. That being said, the Diamondbacks are now in a rumor for Mookie Betts. If you remember, maybe a month ago, I mentioned my dream would be having Mookie Betts on the Arizona. Now, I want to tell you something. Everybody didn't think we can get Zach Greinke, and that came out of nowhere, right? Kendrick, who will spend the money if he needs to. So the Dodgers, I'm glad the Diamondbacks are checking because I think, not that Mike Hazen watches any of my videos, I just think it's common sense that he needs to check in on this because all those moves that he's making, everybody's getting better around them, and especially if Mookie goes to one of those teams. If he goes to the Dodgers with Price, then we're not winning the division, right? It's just going to be very simple and very clear. We will not win the division if they add Mookie to that freaking lineup. That'll be extremely frustrating, okay? The Padres and Mookie, it's going to be tough because they're going to be really good. The Arizona started getting involved in the Mookie Betts rumors. Could be just to do their due diligence, just to check it out, right? You never know. The way they did with Chris Bryant. I'm not sure if we can surprise. Now, the one worry would be getting to get Mookie Betts. Say Arizona pulled off this shocker to get Mookie Betts, right? Does he re-sign with us? Because he wants to test out the free agent, right? And what would it cost to do it? Would we have the money? Yes, we will. Can we extend him after if we sign him as a free agent after if we got him? Can we get him? Yeah. Right? We could probably offer him like around 30-something million. But then that's risky. Right? It's a really risky move. Hazen is in a tough situation right now. Because if you got Mookie Betts, you're gonna probably have to if you try to extend him or get him as a free agent when he does, you're gonna probably have to spend $35 to $40 million a year. Because that's what he's probably going to get. And I don't even know if that's going to be a good situation since we have prospects coming up. But having Mookie Betts on your team and everybody else not making a lot of money, that you may take that chance, right? It's not like you're getting Greinke, you're getting Mookie in his prime. You're getting a guy who not only is a Gold Glove player, you're getting a guy who's a good energy and a phenomenal hitter and a franchise player. So can you do it to change your thing? Yes, you can. Because who in Arizona, besides Bumgarner, is making a ton of money? Nobody, right? In the next few years, after Yasmani's contract is gone, who is making a ton of money? It's not Walker. Escobar has got a really friendly contract. So does Ketel Marte. Okay? Lamb won't be there unless something amazing happens this year and they turn it around. Right? Kelly's young. Peralta just signed a cheap deal. Calhoun is a cheap deal. Who? Their pitchers are young. So can the Diamondbacks get Mookie Betts? Yes, they can. I think this is the same situation with Zach Greinke. I think if you take Mookie Betts away from the Dodgers and the Padres, you clearly, I already said you can win the division, but then it's a no-brainer. It's a scary thing because if you can't get Mookie Betts, you should have got Castellanos or you should go get Bryant. I'd rather Castellanos than Bryant anyway. But I'm not hating if we get Bryant. I would understand. Castellanos is cheaper and to me, better hitter. I'm looking for what the Diamondbacks are going to do because all these great moves and all this money saving and all these things, what does that matter if we're going to be second place and barely get the wild card? What does that matter if we're going to go into if we make the wild card and then we're going to go into a 7-game series with the Dodgers and the same thing's going to happen that happened a couple of years ago? Right? What is that going to matter if we don't get a big time player? We gotta do this. We have the money. You know, this Castellanos was a mistake. JD Martinez was the biggest mistake. I'm so proud of the way Mike Hazen has made this Diamondback team. And it also comes with like a curse because it's like, all right, Mike, you did it. You clearly are a phenomenal GM, if not the best. But now is the time. Now you go out and you put somebody big through this lineup. It's getting frustrating because everybody's talking about this. We have prospects. We have money. Right? Yeah, don't tell me Kendrick will be happy to open his checkbook for another $15 million for Mookie Betts extra, or maybe a little bit less, because we have money, especially if we get rid of Ray. Right? We'll have the money for Mookie, and then next year we'll definitely have it. And years to go. So that's not a big deal. You know, why not do this? Why not take some years? You already got rid of Greinke. You got rid of Goldschmidt. Let's go. Let's put this great player in our lineup and let's go for it for years now. When is going to be a better time? When? You already got Marte in the prime of his career with Escobar for the cheapest possible deal ever. When is going to be a best time? You already got an ace now in Bumgarner, who obviously, I know people think he's going backwards. He's not. When would be a great time to go for this? It's not. You know, this is like in a basketball game, you know, where it's a 4-point swing, where somebody's about to go up for a layup and they get blocked. So I'm looking for the Diamondbacks to block either the Padres or the Dodgers and go the other way and score. And then you see what that's going to do. I mentioned Mookie. I said we can get him. It was a dream of mine, but it's becoming a little bit more realistic. And what I'm hoping Hazen does is this is what you do. If I'm Mike Hazen, I'm going up to Kendrick right now and saying, hey, listen, you know, they get Mookie Betts, the Dodgers. We're going to be in the same situation, and the best we're going to do is the wild card. And if we do the wild card, the best we're going to do is maybe win just the first one, and that's it. We're not going anywhere after that. That's what's going to happen, right? You know, they already have a beast lineup. You've got to do something. You know, that's why, as much as people get mad at A.J. Pollock, that's why Pollock is saying the fans are not showing up. Tell me if you're an Arizona fan and you hear Mookie Betts to the Diamondbacks, or Chris Bryant to the Diamondbacks, Castellanos to the Diamondbacks, you're like, holy shit, the Diamondbacks just got Bumgarner, Mookie Betts. Let's go. They got these prospects coming up. We're going to show up. I want to see this. And then you're going to see everyone's going to be terrified. We'll kill the Dodgers easily. You know, we'll win that division. We'll win 98 to 100. Everybody will be shocked if we get Mookie Betts. I want to see something, you know. I want to see this big move. I want to see, how beautiful would that be? Now, I get it. I get this. If you can't re-sign him, it sucks, right? It sucks. But so what if you can't re-sign him? So what? You still took him away from the Padres and Dodgers, and what you did was you got a year more to buy time for Robinson, for Carroll, right? For Thomas, who probably all three of them won't be there. One of them is probably going to get traded. You know, that's what we need to do. We need to go shock everybody. Go get Mookie Betts. Don't let the fucking Dodgers do the same shit over and over and over. It's frustrating. Where the Diamondbacks will be coming in, you know, they were in a hot streak and the Dodgers come in and the Dodgers throw a lineup at you of Mookie Betts and Bellinger and Turner and Lux and Max Muncy and then Seager, and then you're just like, fuck, who do you pitch to? Will Smith, who do you pitch to at that time? Turn that around. The Dodgers all of a sudden have no pitching, not much with the hitting because some of them are getting older, and the Diamondbacks have Mookie Betts, Ketel Marte, Eduardo Escobar, David Peralta, Kel Calhoun, and then before you say you're like Christian Walker, you're like, holy shit. Could you imagine what Mookie will do in Arizona? 300-something average, 30-something home runs, easily. And nothing but gold glove and energy. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I was right with Castellanos. It was rumored, you know, it wasn't like I made a big assumption. But you can just see that nobody was getting him. You can see that when they were saying the Reds were front runners, like it was going to happen. And that sucks, man. That sucks. Because I applaud Hazen, but we're still missing this thing, this star player. Think when we went to get Greinke, right? They took a shot. And it worked out. We made the playoffs. He was really good for us. It wasn't the best, but he was still really good. You know? And they got rid of his contract. And we got a lot of players for it. So that's what I'm saying, right? You got to take chances. You have to take chances in this game. Who knows what's going to happen later? And I don't know. I'm looking every day. I'm looking at rumors, and I see Mookie Betts rumored to the Dodgers, and the Diamondbacks looking at Brian Dozier. So I'm like, okay, great. You know, what was the point of getting Bumgarner if you're not going to go get somebody great? Right? What was that point? You're going to improve a lot, but you're not going to improve the most. And that's going to suck for Bumgarner to see that lineup. Right? I don't care how great Bumgarner is. Who the fuck does he pitch to? You got to steal this guy. You got to come up with a steal. I don't care if you have to give away one of those outfielders and a pitcher. We have a lot of guys. Right? Give him Carroll. Give him Alec Thomas. Give him one of them. Okay? Give him one of those guys. Give him one of our bullpen guys. And then give him a little bit lower prospect. Give him Robbie Ray, maybe. Maybe they'll take some of Robbie Ray's contract. Give him something. You know, go for it. Go for this now. The Boston, we have those prospects. That was the point. We have a lot of it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think the Diamondbacks could steal Mookie Betts. I think it's possible. I think, don't be shocked if Hazen, and the big thing is Hazen knows Boston. Right? Hazen's close with them. Don't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen, right? But don't be shocked if Mookie Betts somehow ends up in Arizona. Hazen is brilliant. He's smart. Something's got to be happening. Something has to be happening. All right, let me know what you guys think, all right? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.